I'm sure you knew you'd see me tonight. I was busy last night. I was busy on Friday night because I had worked. I came home from work. I had to order supplies for my husband's laryngectomy, his filters and tubing. And then I had to call the insurance company and put in another appeal. So that's what I did on Friday night. You know, every day is different. Every day is different. But today's Saturday. I was on call for sales. I'm not anymore. Actually, I am. I am until tomorrow morning. I'm only kidding. So I did a bunch of TikToks today. I did some Snapchats, and I'm working on a new video editing software, and the only way that I can really use it is if I create more content. So I decided, instead of going live on YouTube for this particular Dating Sheri segment, is I decided to come on Complicated Beauty with Sheri. So that's why you got me. That's why you got me here tonight, Saturday night. Last Friday night. Anyways, so I've been learning a lot of different programs. I've been teaching myself, putting myself through classes. I can tell you, this video editing software is not easy. It's not easy. But you know what? I'll save that for Sheri's Dream Catchers page, because I do a sip and think chat there, and I really want to kind of dive in a little bit more to the editing that I've been trying to learn. And honestly, if I post my very first video that I created with the video editor, you would die laughing. And then I was able to create a second one, which it came out better, but there were some glitches in it. But I'm trying to figure out how to grab all my videos and all of my photos and utilize them. And right now I'm kind of having to research how I'm supposed to do that. So bear with me as I continue on creating content. So for tonight, it's Dating Sheri series. I don't have a glass of wine, but I have some Seagram's Escape, and it's called Jamaican Me Happy. My brother-in-law buys me a case, and he brings it down whenever he visits. So, all right. So, where is it? All right. So this is the date deck cards that I'm using. It's supposed to spark meaningful conversations with your special someone. I have a lot of special someones. I know. I don't really hide that. I have a lot of special someones, you know. When you're dating the entire internet, I mean, like, you want everyone to feel special, and you're all special to me. You really are. All right, I just wanted to say who it was by. It says by bestself.co. All right, so what we're going to do is, number one, we're going to break the ice. What's the craziest thing you've ever done? Oh, my Lord. What is the craziest thing I've ever done? Besides date the entire internet? I don't know. What's the craziest thing I've ever done? Whew. God. Got to get my neurons in my brain to start flickering. What's the craziest thing you've ever done? If someone asks you that on the spot, what? Here we go. Can you see me now? oh my God, do I have to start all over again? Maybe this is good, because then what I can do, hopefully it doesn't pause again. It says the system was backing stuff up. Then I can take this video and I can put it in my video editor and I can clip it. I can edit it. It'll just take me some time. All right, where were we? For those who decided to stay. What's the craziest thing I've ever done besides date the internet? Craziest thing I ever did. It's weird because I could tell you what I think is the craziest thing that I did, but it might not be that crazy to you, especially now. Lisa, I know you're watching. Do you remember when we were driving around Metatuxet and I was sitting on top of a keg without a shirt on and just driving around with a bra on? But here's the thing. I gave the shirt off my back to somebody who needed it. And we had a fucking keg in the fucking car and I was on top of it. But I don't think that was the craziest thing I ever did. I don't think that was the craziest thing I ever did. I think the craziest thing I've ever done is date the internet. For me. That's what I'm going to go with for right now. I don't know. I'm asking you, what's the craziest thing you've ever done? I'm sure if I think about it a little bit more, it'll come to me. All right. We're going to play it safe. What's something you feel grateful for today? I did a TikTok today and said I was grateful to be alive. So I am grateful to be alive. I woke up this morning. I'm grateful to be here. Number 3. Let's get edgy. What decision changed the trajectory of your life? What decision changed the trajectory of your life? Wow. I feel like I know that the veil is thinning and we're getting closer to Halloween, but I feel like this is projecting what I was doing in my TikToks earlier today. So if I go with being grateful that I'm alive today and that the craziest thing I've done is date the entire internet, then the answer would have to be towards what made me to decide to change the way that I thought about dating or change my perception as to why I wanted to go this route or this path in my life. I think a lot of it had to do with maybe I like hearing myself talk. Maybe I like giving myself therapy and hope that when I'm giving myself therapy or self-talking with myself, that it might help somebody else out there. And that's kind of what got me into like doing videos and putting it up on the internet to begin with. But I'm also a salesperson, and with sales, you have to believe in what you sell, right? But more importantly, you have to be able to sell yourself. So in a weird sense, in order for anyone to watch me, be interested in me, hate me, not like what I'm doing, because, you know, you got supporters and haters, you know what I mean? But I have to be able to sell myself to the internet. And the only way that I can sell myself to the internet is to date the internet. That's the only way that I can sell myself to the internet, is to date the internet. That's what I think right now. I mean, do I believe in it? Do I believe in it enough? Do I believe in really dating the internet? If I say I'm dating the internet, I'm dating the internet. You know? I cry, I yell, I get mad, I get defensive. All my emotions come out. It's so funny though, because everyone thinks that when I post a video, it's about them or it's about somebody else. And it's just like, dude, man, like I could be watching a video or a live, or I could be having a self-talk with myself. And I sit there and I contemplate, Sheri, if you had to date yourself, how would you date yourself? So in a sense, if I'm posting on the internet, I'm dating myself too, you know. Like I really am. I enjoy it, actually. I get to meet new people. I get to be creative. I get to release some stress and some emotions. For a while, though, I was kind of like, I wasn't able to, like, I felt like I had to keep up with everyone else and what they were doing. And then I realized that if I am to be creative and to be myself, then I have to do it at my pace, you know? I don't know if I'm making any sense, but it's making sense to me. All right, so that was Let's Get Edgy. Let's do some risky business. All right. What habits do I have that you'd like me to change and why? Well, I'm sure I can read your posts and see what you have to present for me to give me your input as to what you'd like me to change and why. Now, just because I take in your input and I view it doesn't mean I'll actually take it. Okay? So, what habits do I have that you'd like me to change and why? If I was talking to my ex, he would probably say my confidence. He thinks I'm beautiful. He thinks I'm very talented. He thinks I could really go far and do a lot, but I procrastinate. And for some reason, he sees a lot of insecurity in me, and he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it at all. And he wishes I would change that because I am beautiful. And he knows that I'm hard to come by. And he just wishes people could see me the way that he sees me, but they can't. And then he also wants me to see me the way he sees me. And he doesn't want me to see him the way the internet sees him. Sometimes. All right. And that was risky business. That one I didn't do. All right. And exposed. Where do you think I make assumptions about you? On the internet, of course. answer and I'm sticking to it. No, it's not just the internet. It's just, I also have ways of thinking that might be different than the culture. And so some of my assumptions might come from my beliefs. So that's my answer for that. All right. So now we're going to get on to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one. I have to keep these ones out because then I try to do a blog. All right, so my next group is the Intimacy Best Self box. All right, these ones, I know, I'm a little completely unorganized right now. All right, so we're going to start with the past. Who in your life or past do you owe an apology and what for? I sometimes feel like I owe my daughter an apology. You know, now that I'm older and I see things differently and the world has changed, I think I was harder on her than I was my boys. And if I owe anyone an apology, it would be her. I love her to death. She's my best friend. She's, the first creation I ever made. And I want her to know I love her. And I'm sorry if she feels I hurt her. Because that was never my intention. I can't go back and change the past. But I can tell you that I'm here. My door is always open, and I love you very much. Random. What are the top 5 qualities you admire about me? Jesus. What are the 5 top qualities you admire about me? Do I have to answer this one? All right. One of the top 5, which is also, I admire it, but I can't stand it at the same time, is the fact that you don't give up. Oh, God. The fact that you don't give up. It's like, because when I want you to give up, you won't give up, and it drives me insane and it annoys me. But at the same time, you're not supposed to give up. Charming, but that can be a good and a bad quality. Because you can use that to manipulate people. Oh God, just 2, huh? You're creative. You're definitely unique. So that's 4. And I was going to say different, but unique is kind of the same, like it's in that ballpark. So, the 5th one, jeez, you're on the spot. It's kind of hard. The 5th one, See, I was just about to say I admire the fact that like you always try to find a way, but that goes back to not giving up. Um no, not a risk taker. What is it? I'm still trying to think. What is the last one? So what do we say? Not giving up, creative, unique, charming. Like, I guess you could put loving and charming in the same category. And then I thought interesting, but interesting can also be unique. What is the last quality you admire about me? Your strength. Okay. Next one is life. What boundaries can we set to protect our relationship and communication from being damaged by technology? Did we have this one before? I'm going to pick another one, but we'll answer this one, but I'll pick another life one. What boundaries can we set to protect our relationship and communication from being damaged by technology? Well, if we knew the answer to that, we wouldn't be where we are today. So, what boundaries can we set to protect our relationship and communication from being damaged by technology? I mean, it's the same on technology as it is whether there was no technology, is not allowing other people to get in between you. But we'll pick another life one because I feel like we've had that one before. When you experience stress or overwhelm, how do you like to be supported? When I am stressed and when I am overwhelmed, I believe we had this one too. I sometimes need my alone time and I need to go through it. Or sometimes I overly express myself and I just don't want your criticism. I just need to do it, and that helps me clear my head. We'll pick another life one. What aspects do you miss about being single? Well, I have not been single for a long time. I mean, 20-something years. What aspects do I miss about being single? I don't miss being single. It's weird because what is being single? You know, it's like, do I confuse single with independence? Because I'm still Sheri. You know, some people, when they see me dating the internet and the things that I do and the things that I say, they're almost like, oh my God, what happened to Sheri and Troy? Are they still together? Oh my God, da da da. She's acting like she's single. Everyone, I believe, has a different meaning behind what single is. No, Sheri is acting independent. Sheri's going to do what Sheri's going to do, whether you like it or not. Has nothing to do with being single or not. And even if I was single, It doesn't mean I'm going to be out there getting it on with every person I see. I may get it on with the internet, but I don't miss being single. What I would miss is my independence. How did I make you smile this week? Just by being yourself, Sheri. All right, so now we're on to relationship. If your relationship ended tomorrow, what 3 things would you miss the most? This is where I was getting at with that whole single card is, I work with the elderly. I've gone through my own trials and tribulations with my own spouse, life and death stuff. And I know that either he's going to outlive me or I am going to outlive him. It's inevitable. It's a discussion I have to have with families all the time. So to me, a relationship ending is when someone passes away, when I'm with someone, I'm very committed to them. Even if I take a break from them, I'm still committed to them. That's just me. Yes, I ended a relationship once with my kid's father, but I still have a relationship with him. We have kids together. And one thing that was very important to the both of us was that we were both going to be parents to our children. And so anytime something happened, we'd be calling each other up and we'd be on the phone texting, all of this stuff. I didn't call my husband. I called my kid's father, My husband or my kid's stepmother would step in if they needed to assist us, because they love the kids too. But if our relationship ended tomorrow, what 3 things would I miss the most? Obviously, if it ended, I'd miss seeing you. I'd miss our fun times, our talks, connecting, creating, flirting, bouncing stuff off of each other. I'd miss you being there the most. Intimacy. What makes me different from the other people you've been with? Now, that's my question to you. Besides the fact that if you're dating Sheri, you're dating a girl who dates the entire internet, and she's married, and she's got kids and grandkids. Some people out there do this. I don't know. What makes me different from the other people you've been with? What makes you different? I can't say it. Well, for one, dating the internet, there's no physical contact. And there's no sexual intimacy physically. However, it doesn't mean spiritually or fantasy world doesn't exist. It's just, I would say that that kind of makes it different, you know. I enjoy human touch and human intimacy. Um, I really enjoy it, so it's kind of hard to date someone on the internet that you are just completely like, it's almost like animalistic nature and you just want to pounce on them, but you can't because they're really not there. It's the weirdest form of dating someone I've ever been in my entire life. And I'm trying to figure it out. About you. Okay. What was your biggest culture shock? My biggest culture shock? My biggest culture shock. I'm not shocked by a lot of cultures. I love culture. I love mixing cultures. Um, Unless you mean what is my biggest culture shock of dating the internet and being on the internet as a culture, um, I was shocked by how negative and drama filled it is. I guess you could say I was shocked by that, you know. But it's almost like it's expected because like think about it, like a rumor or a lie will like travel faster than the truth, you know what I mean? And it's like I shouldn't have been shocked by it, you know what I mean? But nothing, it's almost like I don't know, I can't be really shocked. If it doesn't affect me, then maybe that's why. But I just, it's like, to me, to get on here, I want to do something positive, but I kept seeing that being on the internet, that people just, they wanted negativity, although they were promoting positivity. It was weird. It was almost like they were saying they wanted positivity, but yet their energy and their vibration was giving off a negative vibration. And as you know, what goes around comes around. So what you give in energy to the universe, it comes back to you. So that's what I was kind of watching from where I was sitting, you know? But and it's sad. But, if you want to make money and if money is the, only thing that you really want to strive for, then yeah, be negative. I mean, for once in our lives, whenever we took a pregnancy test or we took a friggin' COVID test, we were like, is it negative or positive? You know? Some people were ecstatic that it was negative, and other people were like, oh shit, it's positive, It's just all how you look at it. Culture shock, I'm not really. Maybe cults. Like cults, you know? But then again, that doesn't shock me either. And I wouldn't want to be part of it. So it's almost like when someone's like, oh, in the rainforest, there's like a tribe out there, and like American tried to get close to it, and they killed him and they ate him. But what do you expect? You went into a whole nother culture. They have their own rituals. So to me, that wasn't a shock. It was kind of like, you're an idiot. But that's just me. Want another one? Sure, I'll do another one. When did you realize you were in love with me? Listen. Because it hit every emotion in me. You know, it can bring out the best in you, and it can bring out the worst in you. It's not an easy emotion to obtain. It's not an easy emotion to control. And you don't have any control of it. Because you have free will and I have free will. I'm trying to avoid that question, but I answered it if you really listened. What else should we talk about? All right, so I did my cards. Jesus. I did 4 life cards, by the way. I did 2 about you and 4 life cards. I don't know why I'm so disorganized right now. But like I said, I'll probably post this up on Complicated and Full of Beauty, and then I'll post it on YouTube, and then I'll put it in my video editor and see if I can mess around with it. Let's see. I do want to do an affirmator. So if you haven't heard of Sheri's Dreamcatcher or Sip and Think, I have another channel. It's called Sheri's Dreamcatcher. That's where my YouTube is, and Sheri's Dreamcatcher is, we're getting creative. We're talking about our dreams. You know what I mean? That's why it's Sheri's Dreamcatcher. Trying to turn my dreams into reality, And if I can do it, you can do it. And so I have a sip and think chat that I do where I sip and think and I drink, and not just liquor. I drink coffee too. And we sit and we chat and we think. We get our brain cells working for brain fitness, And we do positive affirmations, and we have pop affirmation cards, drive cards, love bombs. So I'll do an affirmator for you. But if you really like the affirmators, you'll want to follow Sheri's Dreamcatcher. So this one says, no need to do. I'm exactly where I need to be, exactly when I need to be. There's nothing more I need to do. I mean, yes, there will always be laundry and taxes, but in terms of my life's path, I don't need to do anything because I am already here. I take a deep breath, relax, and trust, and then do the laundry. It's telling me to relax. It's telling me to relax and that I'm fine because I'm here. I'm on the internet. I'm dating everybody. And that I'm doing it and the laundry can wait. Courage. No one is fearless. No one. But even though I'm not fearless, I am courageous. When fear shows up, I don't run away from it. I use my courage to conquer it. My courage allows me to walk right up to that fear and kick it in the nuts, then quickly hide behind someone bigger until it goes away. Wasn't courage one of the 5 qualities? I'll have to rewatch this. No, I don't. I said courage earlier in this. I said courage. Ooh. Okay. Generosity. I give generously to those around me, no matter how much or how little. I know there is more than enough to go around, and that the key is to allow it to keep going around without stopping. If I stop the flow, I'm like the one person at the stadium who doesn't do the wave. So, if I give to the universe, it will give back. If you give to the universe, it will give back. But if I'm the negative Nelly in the stand, and everybody is doing the wave as it goes around, and I'm the one that's like, nope, I'm not going to do it. That's one of the, what is it? One of the, wait, hold on. Where is it? Where is it? That's one of the habits you wish I changed. So with that, enjoy your evening.